You have to turn off that Bluetooth sometime and use this. Read a book. You don't have to wait to go to college. Like I said, there's a college down in every city called the Library.
I don't have to apologize to anybody for being black because God Almighty knew exactly what he was doing when he made me black.
This enemy is getting wiser and wiser. He's putting us to sleep where at one point we said we was woke. And I always said if you woke and just sitting on the side of the bed, it don't mean a thing. Everywhere you go and everything you turn, there's some type of distraction. I look at where we are fighting to keep our youth in line. When I say in line, on a positive note, to keep them on a straight and narrow, to let them know that there's a future and they are a part of it. Not only the youth, like I said, even some adults. But you always, when you turn the bend, you find there's some type of distraction. I look at TV. Today, TV is so out of control. Programs that we didn't watch or we wouldn't let the children watch, it's all in their face. Every time you turn on social media, internet or whatever, I see our young women turning to the side, showing their profile or gyrating on it. Like that's the only thing that we can do. This demon is smart. He make the world say this is all they do. This is all they good for. I'm quite sure that our women have a brain. They don't have to use their bodies all the time to make any type of money. They got them thinking that the social media is a regular TV. They feel like they on TV, NBC, ABC, and the only star that is in the house in front of the camera. While you're up here doing this, you could be doing something much more positive. Do you know what you attract when you up on the screen just showing your body doing stuff like that? Do you know the type of king you going to attract? You talking about you wanting to be a provider, take care of you, and then you get one from what you did with your body gyrating and showing your parts of your body, and when you get one, then you wonder why he treats you like he do. He have no respect for you. He looking at the next one that did the same thing you did. Sisters, come on. And then you have the brothers. They out there, they throwing the money up like they ballers. And you go right down to the community in the neighborhood and they in the projects. They can't even get out of the projects. But he's up there showing you, and 9 times 10, sometimes the money he's showing you is fake. He's just throwing it in there. He's popping bottles. Distractions. He's not trying to build something for himself. You'll always be a renter if you don't build something for yourself. And you might want to rent. I don't know. But at least be able to afford the rent. Be able to pay your bills without stressing. We have so many suicides today. We have so many illnesses in the community that we don't talk about. We can sit around and watch the game, and the players on the game, they're getting paid for that. Who's sending you a check to sit down and watch? And then we'll have different rivalries because we from different teams. This is really weird to me. You're fighting for something that you don't even have a stake in. You're talking about, I don't like to name the teams, but you're talking about this team and that team, and just because you don't like my team, I don't like your team, now we doing ride-bys. This is crazy. A lot of things that we're doing, the enemy ain't doing. He know it. You're talking about while you're on your journey, traveling the highways, going to your destiny, stopping at his fast food restaurants and eating things that you don't even know because you won't even go research what you're eating. This is bad. You won't even research how to take care of your body. Like I said, these are distractions. But you want to go to work 7 days a week, if that, 8 hours a day, and plan on buying something to help you with the distraction. Oh, I'm gonna put some new rims on my ride today. Going down to the bank and they're gonna give me a loan for that new ride I saw. But ask the bank to give you a loan for that new house you saw. Ask the bank to give you a loan for a business loan so you can build a business in our communities. He got you so entangled with all the bullcrap that's going on in the community. He keep your mind numb and dumb. He say, oh man, put the drugs in the black communities. The jobs are getting so technical today that if you don't have a skill, you'll be in soup lines, bro. You think you're gonna be getting these new toys that they have? You think you're gonna be having these drones? Matter of fact, when you do get to the point where you learn how to operate, now we're gonna put a license on it. We put a license on you doing hair. We put a license on things. Those are just ways to keep you down, to keep you distracted. You understand? If you're not out there, like James Brown said, you don't work, you don't eat. You know, if you're not out there building or trying to make a path for you and your family and the ones who's coming behind you, this new technology gonna put you back in 400 years ago. You can't afford to go out there and eat, man. Someone gonna stand in line and keep giving you this. And then you have to watch out what they giving you anyway. You say, well, they got the food bank down there, they doing this. What nutrition is in that food? Distractions. Like I said, if you're a gardener, teach the brother how to do some gardening. If you're a mechanic, teach the brother how to change a flat. If you're a chef, teach him a little bit how to cook it. Like I said, we have our different trades and we have different skills and we just like hide it from each other. Because you think the other people is doing that. No, they teaching each other. They showing each other how to survive. This is a race of survival. That's what race is. It's a survival thing. And as I look at these distractions, we're going down, down, down. You think it'll get better? Some of these things been going on since I can remember. And you say, oh man, it's gonna get better. But it get worse. It's like they say 2 steps forward, now it's 1,000 steps back. Just because you're sitting on a high horse, and you should remember some of the big time celebrities who's sitting on a high horse. They get me today and they come for you tomorrow. Because we have no unity. We too busy being distracted to think about helping each other. It'd be right next door and we don't even know. We don't even look at it. As long as it ain't bothering me. They done made us so selfish as a people. Or we done erased it, the paragraph that said it takes a village to raise a child. Or did we hear it echo from somebody who didn't look like us? Do we always have to wait for someone else to preach to us with the ancestors and the black leaders or whatever you want to call them been preaching for years to you? Do you always have to wait till it's in your face to try to save yourself? But if you sit down and you can say, you know when the game is on, you know the schedule of the game. Or they ain't gonna play that until so-and-so. But you don't know what your child is doing inside of school or even in the room. You're not taking the time out and say, like school, when it ends out of the physical building and they come home, it only supposed to begin at the house. Most groups teach their children, matter of fact, they're in school 24/7. The children is raising some of the adults today. We are going backwards. We are trying to look like the children. Growing old is a pleasure, brother. To say you made it this far. We running around wearing the styles they wear. We running around acting like them. And then when they look at us all crazy, and then the ones that our peers, you be saying, they rejecting us because we're acting crazy like the children. But we call the children crazy. Well, what do that make us? We're not taking the time to do the right thing. We've been distracted too much. We're worrying about the job. We don't even have no dignity in some of the things that we do. Like I said, every celebrity don't have to take the role. We want to see things buffooning on the big screen than to look at something National Geographic or something that's going to educate us. We're looking at Instagram, not for the positive, but for the negative. How many fights did we see this week on it? Oh man, did you see the sisters on there? You don't even have to go to the club no more. Just turn on Instagram. She this and she that. Well, what is her educational skills? How's she gonna support her family without abusing her body? And then we talk about someone's missing and we don't have no safety nets. We won't even get together and go look for them. And that's all it becomes. Something that you gossip about. Did you do anything? Did you give to their foundation? Did you think of some kind of way to make this where it won't happen again? To let the opposition know that we're not going to keep letting this happen. And everything don't have to be physical. You have power in your hand in the pen sometimes. But since you've been so distracted, you don't know that you can do these things. Since you are living for material things today, and they keep distracting us so you won't ever think about bringing yourself up to the level that you're supposed to be. Oh man, did you see that new phone? I want to know what that new phone will do that the old phone won't do. Oh man, you see these new electric cars? You can't even afford the gasoline cars. Some of us. But if you make a way, or if you strive and educate yourself, you can have a lot of those things. But if you think you're going to get it by just sitting home watching that distractive TV, or you think you're just going to get it by these government handouts, you're wrong. Only thing you're going to get is time. And it always don't have to be behind bars, brother. Time is more than just behind bars. You have to take time up to stand in that soup line, maybe. But I'm telling you, quit letting these distractions get to you. Quit letting these material things get to you. I look at brothers and they be showing me, and they be riding around in their Benzos and stuff. And I go to a community and there's one house that got about 4 or 5 of them. What good if you have it and you can't keep it up? You can't even keep the maintenance up on it. You worry about someone come repossessing it. Why we can't be like other people and don't even worry about it? Hey man, I got 2 of those. If that's what you want. You go down in some communities, you see the nice car, the boat, all the little toys, the bells and the whistles. You can't even get the bell. Some of the places I go to, the doorbell is broke. But you want the bells and the whistles, but you're not doing what it takes to get the bells and whistles. And we already know that we gotta work harder and smarter to keep up or compete. But that's the thing, we shouldn't have to try to compete. Do what we want to do. Buy what we want to buy. Not just to look at somebody or to look like someone. You got the children knocking each other because one of them ain't wearing the brand name who won't send him to college anyway. And now my children is dying because they don't have the same brand name that he got. Or they getting robbed. You buying a Louis Vuitton and live in the ghetto. And Louis is living large. You're trying to have a look that being accepted, you think that'll get you accepted. I like being accepted by buying black brand names, by supporting black businesses. I like going out trying to lift someone up. I feel good when I can say, oh, I remember when that brother, that sister was struggling like that. Now look at her, because she went to some program that we have going on to help her lift herself up. It's like I said, you can give a man a fish, but when you teach him how to fish, teach these children how to fish, man. Teach some of these adults. But you got the adults looking like the children. Like I said, I was out in public one time and I saw a brother. I said, look at this young man. Got his pants sagging, which seemed like that was 20 years ago fashion. Pull them up now, brother. It didn't get you when they was down. It didn't get you nowhere. So why not pull them up now? And I see the brother and he got on the high top sneakers, the shorts down to his leg. He don't know if they're shorts or they're long pants, busting his underwear. And when he turned around, he was older than I. And I said, wow. If he doing that, how is he going to tell the youth to clean up? What's going on? Like I said, got us backwards. Brother, they made belts for a reason. You don't have to do that. Quit embarrassing our people, our ancestors, our community. If you're going to do it right. Quit doing these things that you see everybody else doing. And back in the day, they say trying to keep up with the Joneses. Because you know, you can't keep up with the Rockefellers. It's rough out here, brother. It's real out here, though. If we get together, we can build. And that's one thing we know they don't want us to do. Unite, get together. You know, we don't have to unite for the negative, unite for the positive. Rebuild Tulsa. Start out by building it block by block in your community. Matter of fact, start out building it by participating with the things that you know is positive that's helping our people in our community. That's a big thing by giving back, by helping one another, by taking care of one another. Go back to the barrel system. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You cut my grass, I'll fix your car. But when they see us not supporting each other, but they see us going out supporting their business, we don't even cook no more, like I said. McDonald's is right down the street. Check out the ingredients they have. We know that certain things is bad for us, but you go in our cupboard and you see a lot of it. Idle time is devil time, but we can't wait for Friday night. You can't get up on Monday morning. Like I said, brothers and sisters, you have to know the distractions. You have to turn off that Bluetooth sometime and use this. Read a book. You don't have to wait to go to college. Like I said, there's a college down in every city called the Library. There's a professor walking the streets if you listen to him. But he has to have a certain title and look a certain way for you. There's an OG, and I'm not talking about that old gangster, I'm talking about the original guy who's waiting to drop the science on you. But you won't listen to him because he looked too much like you. But ain't no one gonna save you but yourself. You have to realize, brothers and sisters, we at war. And the more we can be distracted, the less we can prepare. And it's a physical war, a mental war, a spiritual war. Anytime I can look and see my brothers and sisters dying in the community, you think that, well, he was out there in the street or she was out in the street, she wasn't doing the right thing. Some of them is dying because their health, brothers and sisters, because they can't get the proper care. They can't get something to put in their belly at night to help raise that baby. We at war. Don't wait till they have us in the soup lines. and in the lines of just marching to the concentration camps. Talk about we're free. Only thing free is they getting free labor on us from locking us up all the time. We're not going to give them no supplies to help them get their act together. Keep them dependent on us and we can control. If I can control a man's belly, I can control him. And the Creator gave you a seed to put in the ground. But since you depend on everybody else to give it to you, your food supply, you don't know nothing about that. Even if you don't know about something, start learning about it. Be around people that want to do something for themselves to make you want to do something for yourself. It's real out here in the field. You know, this isn't nothing new that what we're going through. We've been going through it for generations. You think your ancestors didn't go through hardship, brother? You think they had it easy? To be honest with you, we have it easier than any generation that came before us. And we still ain't doing the right thing. So, like I said, stay black, be black, love black, support black. There's the black hats out there. Support them. Go to the website, theblackhatscollective.com. Don't only support them, support anything that's trying to help our communities grow. Go to our shop, Cash App us, PayPal us, so we can put more back into the community. So we can start building some of these institutions. So we can get away from these distractions. Go support the next brother who's out there vending, that's trying to feed his family and support the community. And all you vendors and brothers who out there who have something going on, go out there and support your people. Thank you, and hope to see you once again. Don't be distracted.